Say that again.
Oh, keep playing. That was cool. Good girls
So-
don't.
Are SodaCon and Hobloth really close together this year?
They
October, then November. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Are tickets still available for Hobloth?
are. Hobloth hasn't
Tickets haven't
started yet.
gone up yet.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So the person that you need to talk to about that is Edward Vitralis in Discord, who is also
Alrighty,
Rustic
guys.
Dragon.
Quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside Shroud the Avatar. For the record, it is Thirsty Thursday here in Shroud the Avatar. It is Thursday, February 16th. We're a week out, I believe, from the release 39 hitting the...
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, we've actually been given access to some information that's coming out in release 39 a little bit early, so that way we can start salivating now for it.
Drool. For all you player-owned town owners, Starlong put a post out last night, and we'll get to that shortly. But great news. A lot of people have been waiting for this, and again, the guys are starting to put out more information prior to releases now than ever before, so we're getting a lot of good sneak peeks.
I mean, the weird thing is this didn't go through Dev Plus and then released to the public. This went straight to the public.
Straight out to the right, straight out the door. Now, another one I also caught is this week's live stream is going to have two developers actually doing an exploration of one of the new dungeons coming out that you'll be able to see on the live stream tomorrow. So
I think we might get the demonstration of a go-kart ride.
Perhaps we'll follow up on that with tomorrow's show.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We shall. But moving right along, it was nice to see again that post. It was really surprising last night. Star was working a little late, it looked like, and some good information there. But first, let's go ahead and do some of the usual things that we do around here. Let's play the NBNN drinking game for all those of you.
Are you sure about that?
A liquid lunch today on Thursday.
Are you sure you don't want to invite people into Discord with us so that way they can truly participate in style?
Well, if they want to come join us.
Hanging out in Discord, just go to discord.me/NBNN. Or if that's way too complicated, you can go to nbnn.info and click on the Discord button on there and join us in the green room, because we're too lazy to go to the live on our channel.
Downstairs, that's right.
Yeah.
Too lazy to move
Like I
one
picked the
room
wrong week
down.
to quit smoking.
Yep. And then from there, you can see that the sound effects are not done by Laz or Jack. They're done by random people.
Yes. Hands-free sound effects, thanks to our Lovely friends hanging out here every day with
Yes.
us. But most of those guys are staunch supporters, and we love you guys. And we love all you guys, and that's why we invite you to come tell us what's irking you, what you're loving about it. If we hit on a topic that hits home, come on in and talk to us. That's what we're here for. Of course, if you have an announcement, you got any kind of guild news, shop, all sorts of things. You want to go ahead and get promoted out there. You're throwing a party, having a birthday, whatever. Get on over here. Tell us about it. We'll be happy to shout it out to the whole world here inside Shroud of the Avatar.
Or if you want to come talk about your event that you're hosting in game, we can give you that platform to talk to
Absolutely.
the community at large. So
Yeah,
it's
many
one
of
where-
our
yeah.
folks who come over and say, hey, I've got this happening, I have that happening, almost always come back and say, hey, thanks for the shout out. As a lot of people came and said they heard it on the show, and always nice to hear that coming back from the folks who we do shout out for. So don't be shy, folks. We are here to get your information out to the avatars out there in the world. Hence the radio. Yeah, they can listen everywhere. I don't know, is Laz and Jack a little too much for everywhere?
I don't know. And we are a little bit of everywhere. But going back to the direction that we're supposed to be in, it's time for the stand-up corner. It's time for the stand-up corner.
Yes, it is time for stand-up.
And that means that, don't forget, the stand-up corner is where the devs sit there and say, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down by Rick as he paces around the fireplace. I don't know if you've checked his latest forum avatar, where it shows him walking around the fire behind some woman that's also
have a
walking.
mustache up there. I see
Yeah,
that now.
so Chaox has updated his profile picture.
Let's go ahead and remind everybody of the rules of the NBNN drinking game here on Thirsty Thursday.
Anytime that guy says bugs,
Bug.
you are supposed to be taking a shot of
You
your
take
favorite
a
beverage.
drink. That's right. If you're sitting down having a beer with lunch, having a two cocktail lunch, or you just
A
have
20
a cold
cocktail
one,
drunk
that's
lunch depends on the day and what's going on at Portalarian.
that's right.
So over in the art department, we had Bob the Builder
Cult of Bob.
working on the stained glass lights. New guy Damon,
Damon Waldrop.
he's working on weapon trails.
Anything
So
like snail trails.
I guess as I go to slap your head, it's going to leave a trail of
We've already
things
got
behind
that. Maybe he's giving that a little polish.
maybe maybe he's trying to make it so that way those weapon trails now no longer stay on the screen.
I was going to say, so they disappear, so
Yeah.
they're not hanging in midair when I run behind somebody 5 minutes later. That would be nice.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kevin working on Kabbalists and art review and masks.
Masks.
Leo, the sound guy, working on the
Leo.
tactics, spells, and bugs.
Bug.
The almighty Gix Vargach, Matt
Sitting over there in the corner eating his curds and whey.
That's right. He's working on rig bugs
Bug.
and the kobold gunner animations. And
Keeping the purple
hold
llama
poses.
drama at bay.
that's right. Hold poses. Okay, and then
Mannequin. Pineapple. Pineapple.
Pineapple. That's your
Mannequin.
and
Pineapple.
For those of you that don't know, Justin's safe word is pineapple. Reed is working on the decoration instruments are done, and epic trees, and bugs.
Bug. I can't believe you just did that.
It's okay. I mean, I have to pull out the backhoe. Do we have the beep 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 sound effect yet?
No, not yet, but I'm going to get it.
B Cotton
Brandon Cotton.
working on the kobold skills and weapon setup and patterns. Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Working out North Drockfold Spur and the Upper Fortis Story Pit. And Bugs.
Bug.
And now, beware of approaching that mountainside because you might run into a rock slide.
Rock slide. Is that part of the new
rock
trap
slides
system? I'm
might be a
guessing
real
that
thing.
Might be part of the new trap system.
I'm thinking so. I mean, it's going to be pretty. I hope that they integrate these traps and they do it well and actually make lots of things trigger it. And remember when I was talking about the randomization in dungeons? That way, each instance has a different set of traps that get triggered.
So that the trap is not always in the same place. But see, that doesn't make sense either. Okay, once you've been and explored a dungeon and you know where the trap is, it's always going to be there. So, I mean, think about that.
You know what? That just means everybody goes through and says, okay, this is how you get around this trap. I mean, the randomization is the only way to go.
Hey, did Indiana Jones have a randomized trap every time he had to go through something?
Yeah, you know what? He only went into the place once.
And then, well...
and then he still didn't know.
Just because all the places self-destructed and crumbled behind him as he did it, that wasn't the point.
Hold on.
The point was there was only one way to get there.
Let me get my bag of sand to replace the head. Yeah, no. Dan working out on Kroll interactions and trap prefabs.
Shroud said my burger is very yummy.
Sanyo saying the Upper Fortis traps and siege testing, and Kroll to Kroll spawns.
Kroll to Kroll.
That's right. So he's crawling to the lava pit so that way he can pull out his 5 or 6 bladed star-like thing out of the lava. Then Sorcerer Steve cleaning up the ruins.
Ruins.
I mean, just those ruins really need to be polished up, and
they're just really messed up.
Falling apart, man. They like they need to spackle, some spit, and
get just a little
polish
drywall,
and
a couple coats of paint, clean it right up, no problem.
That's right. That's right. Travis working on the Crawl to Kroll and raid playtesting and map review and bugs.
Bug.
So the raid playtesting, that is something that's been mentioned over and over and over again in these dev hangouts, is the support for raid groups. And I think that's a good thing, just for inclusion, but they still need to work on the loot system.
I agree.
Laz, you there?
I am.
Okay.
I said I agree. Didn't you hear me?
No. It's here.
You were too entranced by Holly's runaround Sue. I know. You're going to be running around. That's for sure. You're going to be running away. Somebody's going to be chasing you with that backhoe.
That and the comments coming from Jabbering Bertha. I actually like them.
Now that skill, is she using that accordion with one hand?
Well, yes, because that might be a minor bug where she's holding Jabbering Bertha up and then playing an accordion with one hand.
No, I think she's just that good, honestly.
She is talented. So, but over in tech, Bobby is working on sound bugs.
Bug.
And sanitizing data.
Sanitizing data. Are we going to get it all nice and clean, bug-free?
I don't know if it's going to be sanitized or not,
well,
but Eric is working on.
All the antiseptics are only 99.9% sure, so you know there's going to be some bugs. Bug.
Don't know what you're talking about. One hand, one boob. Eric working on siege support and NPC points of interest quests. Wizard Smoke. Trying to get those magic movers working. As he puff passes it all the way down to Burning Toad, but we'll get to him in a second. Hey, we'll get to him in a second.
Hey, you said it. The
Deathbringer one and only working on weapon effects and animation support. The Burning Toad. Now it's time.
The burn. The original burn.
He's accepting the QA builds as well as receiving the magic movers from Wizard Smoke and database migrations.
Migrating that data.
Tassilo working on the mail server updates and web store refactor and metrics. Over in QA, Eric working on sanity and forms and regression and it.
I've waited for that feature for a long time.
Which one?
You don't see him working enough on it. I'll tell you.
It. We can't call that information technology. It's it. The Attenwood is working on sanity and forums.
You know, Reese needs his sanity because he's always there.
Yeah, there is no sanity in the QA department.
I know
That's
that.
why they're always looking for it. Seraphina's testing some decorations, and the new icons are created, and regression tests, and customer support.
And lovely customer support.
The useless overhead group, we do have the Dippy Bird working on the hot bar utility flags and artifacts.
Uh-oh, look out.
There are going to be new artifacts coming in to release 39.
Look out. Chris has gone wild.
I know.
Evil Chris has been unleashed on the world yet again, and he's gone rogue.
Oh, I think it would be hilarious if he actually created an artifact where if you're critted, it triples the damage.
That would be nice.
As a hidden effect.
That would be nice.
You are critted.
You are?
And so if you are critted and you're wearing the artifact, you take triple damage.
Ooh.
That would be hilarious.
But that would have to have some nice benefit to counteract the risk of that.
Some nice benefits, but that would be the hidden attribute.
Yeah, it would have to probably be a nice PvP piece of equipment, as much as I hate to say that.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be hilarious though.
That'd be destructive.
Well, yeah, that and it's going to be interesting because as he goes through and he sets up the negative effects for each of these artifacts, it gives him a lot more room to play around it. Barrick is working on meetings and live streams and customer support. Hutch was working on the water fence decorations and meetings and bugs.
Bro, shucks.
Did you get distracted by Twitch chat and you forgot the word?
I did. Bug.
Froshox. Hi.
That is correct. It is live. This is actually live.
For
You're
now.
not catching the replay.
For now. Until Laz puts it in
the next
replays.
45 minutes. That's right. Remember, folks, we only broadcast an hour a day live. We do this at lunchtime, Central Standard Time. And, of course,
Monday
during
through
the rest
Friday.
of the day, you can catch our past week's shows and replays so that you can see what's going on. Or you can watch it on demand on YouTube. I know you don't like that.
Don't like that.
Then Lord British was working, and you completely missed your cue for bugs.
Oh, I said it afterwards. You missed it.
Okay. Lord British working on managing Jira.
Jira management.
He's out there going, go Jira.
He's taking
want you.
Gorn's place today.
I know. It's like, Gojira, what are you doing?
Business.
And general business. Yes. And it doesn't look like Gorn's in the office, but Chaox is working on updating his profile picture and database and client offers and decoration assets and flash sale process and automation. Last but not least, of the useless overhead group, we have the weekly update from Darkstar and community update, community direction and art review, and the release 39 post. Yay! Editing. Yay!
Yes.
Editing.
Yay! Now, for those of you guys and gals out there who do have QA access, the release 39 post has been out for a couple of days. He put it out way, way early, and it is very way undone. So, what's in there as to plans coming out for 39? Don't rely on all what you see to be actually true. Remember, that's subject to editing up until next Wednesday. So,
I will say this. I did actually have a conversation in Discord with Chris the other day. He is happy with the Unity 5.5 and it providing some performance updates, but the big updates we know that are going to be coming are going to be with Unity 5.6. And that's where it goes into multi-threading the GPU, I think,
and
is what it was.
We're going to see that. What is that, next month?
That should be next month. I believe it was scheduled for March. It might end up, I don't know how quickly that they'll attempt that update, but we will see.
Well,
I'm hoping that as soon as 5.6 comes out, they're like right on top of it.
Well, it's good to know that they're constantly keeping up with the updates, and we're going to see hopefully a lot of increases in functionality with the hyper-threading. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully, but remember that's in Unity 5.6, not in the upgrade that's going on right now, which is to 5.5.
Now, when they opened up the QA early last week, the main reason was, of course, testing that new build a little early just to see how it was going to function, I guess.
Yeah, well, it didn't break too much.
No. But
too
we
much.
Can't talk about that.
I don't know. What's this QA thing that you're talking about? I don't have Dev Plus on.
Oh, yeah. You lie.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so, it's I like the QA server, but I don't really do a lot on the QA server other than dancing in circles.
Well, I try and get out there every month when it's released just to take a quick look and see what's going on, and I've found it's really great for being able to test things with the little additional gold you get.
Mechanics, yes.
Well, not even mechanics, but with the gold you get for daily logins, you can go buy some of those stupidly priced things out there off of vendors that are just sitting out there full of them, and try them out temporarily because it gets wiped the next month again, and you can blow your gold crazily trying different weapons and trying different things to see how they are for that period of time. So I take advantage of that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But don't forget also the QA server. Don't forget the tip program, which is about just the tip, where the more bugs that you submit, the better items that you get in game. Like the bug cloak, the Corpian chair, all kinds of other items, including if you spend 4 hours on the QA server, you get 5 Kodos just for participation in that every single month.
Award.
Yeah,
now,
participation
of course,
award of Kodos.
Don't also be disheartened because the tip program also works on the regular game servers.
Yes,
so,
it does.
Reporting those bugs on the regular game server is different than on the QA, but both have rewards, so do not fret.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a lot easier to get a lot of bug reports in on the QA server than it is on the live server.
Correct. But moving right along, do we want to tell the boys and girls about Starlong's post? I've got the post here. Do you want to read off the post, or you want to read off the website? Or does it not
post
matter to you?
The post is what I'm looking at.
Okay.
I've got the post. Normally I have the website up.
Oh, that's why I ask. I've got them both up just in case. So.
Okay, so the Town Blessings update. Release 39, the first iteration of the Town Blessings will be going live. And if you own a player-owned town, the ability to place 11 different devotionals to the 8 virtues and the 3 principles in their towns is going live. Each devotional has a different blessing, and the power of the blessing is based on how many people live in the town. To receive a blessing, you merely need to stand near a devotional that has been placed in a POT or NPC town. Players can only have one blessing active at any time, so visiting a devotional while another blessing is active will overwrite the current blessing. These devotionals also attract the attention of the Kabbalists, and there is a chance that your town will come under siege if you have them placed. That siege aspect is going to come online in release 40.
40, folks. 40.
Nice.
Yes. So the fun part is the artwork for the devotionals is completely different than what they had talked about initially. So,
and I like that now.
Well, I like it as well, just because we should get extra things for throwing money inside the devotionals as well.
Ooh, that's an idea you should submit. I like that. Well, let's see how they function. How they
a higher percentage
first.
of the blessing, maybe.
And please allow the player-owned town owner to go through and clear out all that money.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you have the truth devotional, you get an intelligence buff. A love devotional is dexterity buff. Courage is going to be a strength buff. And then you have to remember the 8 principles underneath, or I should say the 8 virtues underneath those 3 principles. Humility will give you a magic resistance buff and fishing bait recovery buff.
Hey, we got to take care of those fishermen out there.
Yeah, you know what? Humility, since it is the shepherd's crook, should give you something about like sheep.
Oh, that would get
You can fish for sheep.
Very excited. So I don't think we want to go there.
Well, if you, I'm going to mention this again because fishing comes up multiple times. Honesty gives you a focus buff and an alchemy buff. Then justice gives you a fizzle reduction and a cooking buff. Honor gives focus regeneration buff and agriculture buff. Spirituality, adventuring level buff, and a fishing level buff.
I like that.
Compassion gives a dodge buff and a tailoring buff. Sacrifice gives a health regeneration buff and a carpentry buff. Valor gives a health buff and a blacksmith buff.
Buff. I want to be buff.
Now, let's go back to humility again. Instead of fishing bait,
grin with grimace.
give it something to do with raising cattle of some sort, sheep, cows, pigs.
Well,
there's lots of things here.
What is the bestiary system the way you and I would like to see, and many others, of course. But
skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
Eventually we shall.
What does justice have to do with cooking?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's like, what does honesty have to do with alchemy?
I don't know. I've never met an honest alchemist, says the guy with 97 alchemy.
Yeah. You know what? What would be really funny is like if they also did the anti-virtues as far as the devotionals.
The anti-virtues?
That's right. That would be awesome.
I think Baron BDF's posted something in that thread where Lord British had said that there will be evil devotionals. I
was gonna make that comment. Maybe it had something to do with poisoning Lord British's bread, but
hey, you know what? We need those things. I mean, especially if you have a PvP town and you have a anti-virtue devotional that actually increases pickpocketing, I mean, what more is there to say?
Yeah. Again,
that would be amazing.
Artifacts are starting to show up in the world. Things with some unique and amazing properties are just appearing from the Cataclysm, and the kobolds are all over technology. So there's no saying what's gonna come or pop up next in this universe. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I mean, it just becomes exciting just because of the opportunity to do these things. So devotionals are considered NPC buildings, so they're limited as the number you can place as to the size of your town. So if you have a Holdfast, that's 1, Hamlet 2, Village 3, Crossroads 4, Town 6, City 10, Metro 15, and that is the total number of NPC buildings.
Correct. Not the total number of devotionals.
No. And so that is the total number of NPC buildings. So if you have an NPC building right now, in order to place a devotional, and if you had a Holdfast, it means you would have to pull down that building to place that devotional. The fun part is like going through and looking at the different devotionals, the truth, love, courage, humility, honesty, and I have the old nostalgic feeling of Ultima games in general whenever I look at these pictures. Do you have that same feeling, Laz?
You know, I like the look, and of course, for those of you guys who would remember, I got this picture here. You know, the shape and, you know, it looks, you know, like the stone there, but I remember in Ultima, the little square was like a platform you would actually just step on up to, unlike this, which looks like it's a little...
oh, yeah. I mean, it's
not a wading pool, but, you know, a holding pool or something, you know.
It had the pool, and then from there, it's like the little bridge that you would go across, and then it would generally have an ankh, and you would have to say the magic words in order to activate.
Have to say the words.
That's what they
power.
also need to include.
That's
You
right.
need to have the activation. So
The words of power. That's right.
Yeah, the words of power.
And maybe the words would cycle, like they would change, depending upon the. Okay.
I think that
bad idea. Moving on.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm probably going to end up putting in my town the one with the agriculture buff. So honor, probably.
But Jack, you're not honorable.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
I love all the visuals on these, and again, the fact that we originally were given the statues is a little interesting as to why or how they made the change to come up with these here. And of course, we're not going to speculate on why or how we came up with these. I think everybody knows the answer. And of course, maybe the hint right there is at the bottom of all these. I'm just noticing that there is a word written in runic underneath all these, which may be the associated. Whoa. Who just came in and
where's that echo from?
Seder.
Yay. Hi, Seder.
Thank you.
Well, the word beneath each of the devotionals is the actual.
Is that just the actual name of each one?
Like
okay.
The truth one is truth. The love one is love. Courage is courage.
Okay.
Humility is humility. Honesty is honesty. Yeah. Although I don't really like the symbol for love being a candle flame.
Well, would you prefer it to be the flower?
Well, yeah, actually I would.
Or would you prefer it to be an aortic thrombus and actually, like, you know...
a beating heart? I don't know, but candle and love, I don't see that.
Hey,
I don't...
Just don't knock candles when you make.
Wasn't there
love,
a candle
man.
in Empath Abbey or
I'll
something?
tell you.
Probably.
Yeah. Hot wax, don't knock it.
Nicholas said, read my posts.
Grimace, down in front, please.
He's fine on my screen. What are you talking about?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Book of Truth, Bell of Courage, and the Candle of Love.
The candle of love.
Compassion is the heart in Ultima.
But yes, nice to see that these are actually coming online. a lot of people have their statues placed already, so I'm going to see a lot of people scrambling going, oh man, that blows the plans of my layout for my town. Because I'm sure they put, I know a lot of people strategically place those statues so they can be visually seen from afar, and now they're not going to be such a magnet as it may be in the landscape. So make it a little tougher to find those inside towns as well.
What, you mean you're going to hide yours all the way at the back right next to your shop?
I'm not putting any in. My towns have their limits already, and that's it. I got a couple little itty bitty towns. I ain't got no 15 spots to put.
And Rustic Dragon is correcting me. Words of power are used to open up the dungeons in Ultima 5. Incantations are for spells. Mantras are the virtue-related words used to activate shrines for meditation. So it's the mantra that needs to be said at each of those places.
Yeah, getting comments from.
And he wants us to help. He wants to help us interpret the nudes, so Sid doesn't have to
interpret the nudes. Well, see, Ozzy Questor says to me, he says, dove equals the bird of love. He says, but the bird of true love is the swallow.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Yeah. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
Hey, I'm just reading them as they're scrolling up my screen. What can I tell you? Thank you, Ozzy. Yes, Holly is playing music at the moment.
Yes.
But good stuff there coming from the dev team. And, of course, lots of other great stuff coming down the pipe. Again, 39 notes are out there for those of you folks with the Dev Plus access and want to go peruse them. But, again, it's not all set in stone yet. And we'd love to tell you about it, but we just can't do that right now. But, of course, these guys are releasing all sorts of stuff. I'm going to be looking forward to tomorrow's live stream, see what these guys have. I want to see if we get the minecart ride demonstration. Is that what it's going to be? Did we already know that? I
believe that's what was said.
I didn't actually read that post. I just saw that it was going to have the two developers giving us a whole demo, so... Should be fun.
Well, you know what? I think that might be one of the things that's talked about. I'm not sure. But a dev that was responsible for doing a little cart ride is on the stream right now. We could always ask him whether or not, hey, are you going to be on the live stream on Friday to demonstrate ye old minecart ride?
And there we go.
We could do that, but I don't know if we want to because that might be too much spoilage.
Are we allowed to do that? Is that against the ethics rules?
No, there are no ethics rules. We have no ethics. You should know better than that.
Yeah, with all the stuff going on in the news, I just want to know. Yeah, all the fake news out there, just never know what's ethical, what's not.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a lesson from Stephen Colbert and say this is the truthiest news broadcast ever in Shroud of the Avatar.
I tell you, absolutely. Now, you know what is really funny, and I'm going to derail the train here for a second, but for those of you folks out there who want to really know about your mainstream news media, Conan O'Brien does a bit. About the mainstream news. Yes. Yes.
No.
Not gonna play it.
Not playing it. No.
What?
No.
Come on.
We're not going there.
It's funny when he plays 30 different broadcasts from across the country, all reading the same script. Come on, that's fucking funny. I don't care who you are.
Oh, that does sound funny.
Okay.
It is funny. I mean, that's the problem with syndication.
But the problem is it's scary because it's not just one broadcast. It's ABC, it's NBC, it's CBS. It's 50 different stations.
It's the same thing as if you watch Fox News all day and you turn around, it's the exact same message all day long. I mean all of that is produced news. Right. It's manufactured. Everybody does it. everybody also has a bias. And when you start talking about the difference between liberal media and conservative media, you actually have to go back and actually look at who owns these companies.
Oh, come on. 3 guys
And you
own
will
all
realize
the news
that most of
outlets in
them
the
are extremely
world.
conservative. And we should not be talking about this.
I just thought it was funny that he made a big bit out of it on the show. That's all I'm pointing out.
MSNBC is just as biased.
Well,
yes, they're all biased.
The story behind it is actually when he found out this was going on, that's where his rift came with NBC, and that's why he left, because he didn't believe.
Well, that's because they can't take a joke.
Yeah.
And the realization of, hey, this is what your news looks like. It's the same thing with newspapers.
Yeah.
It's called syndication, and it's like, okay, just read the script.
Syndication's one thing. Syndication's great for shows like Delilah and Howard Stern and things like that. Syndication is not good for world news when one thing's happening in California, another thing's happening in Texas, another thing's happening in New York, and they're all reading the same feel-good story and not reporting on the frickin' news in their fucking towns. That's what I'm talking about.
Why are we talking about this?
Just because.
Why are we talking about this?
Fake news versus the most truthful
all news is fake. All news is fake.
NBNN loves making people angry. That's what we're...
Yeah.
We got to be controversial.
You also have to remember that Laz and myself are on opposite ends of the political spectrum.
That's right. So we try never to get into that, but yeah. I just thought it was.
Or we're gonna start talking about like interesting things like panties. Gix, can I get a pair of custom crafted panties?
Do you want them slightly used first? Because he charges extra for that, I hear.
Jesus.
Did Scroto win the panties? Who won the panties, by the way? Do we know that? I know that's one thing we should talk about. I know Thex posted the list of all the winners out there from Friday's telethon.
I don't know if he posted who won the auctions anywhere.
That's a good question. Thex, are you here? I know I saw him slide into
Thex
the studio.
is not here right now. No, Thex hasn't been here. He's been in Discord because he's been messaging me, but he has not been. Now he's in Discord.
I was gonna say
for some reason my button wasn't working.
I was gonna say I know he's here somewhere because I saw him run up on set 5 minutes ago here.
Yeah, the panties went out. It was kind of a funny story. I don't remember exactly who won them off the top of my head, but it was a guy who bought the panties, which is very ironic considering all the girls in the game were in a bidding war for it. And he actually did not want the panties. He's actually putting them in his bank and leaving them for a rainy day. So all those girls out there, Justin, Clipsy, Celine, who were fighting for him, just know that the panties are never going to be used.
Oh.
Ooh, and look what we see behind me here. Aside from Grimace doing a nice little dance for you, Gix is showing off a couple of
he's doing his ballet
moves.
His pirouette.
Very nice. Hey, Gix, you need to come out from behind the seat to show the folks that. Although I love how smexy Grimace is behind you there.
I think it's a lot more fun. It's like how much fun he has putting together his uniform every day.
Well, he's probably the most stylish guy I know, and I'll tell you, I've seen some interesting combinations, but he always comes up with nice color combinations. They look right,
He's got the most swag in Novia, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, damn Skippy.
And there comes the purple llama drama. Purple llama butt for you.
He looks like M. Bison from Street Fighter.
Gix Bison, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Anyway, moving right along. It's time we start getting things wrapped up around here.
You think we're going to talk about a calendar or something like that? Because we do have an all important change to the calendar for this evening.
As we have a
hey, nope, calendar's my thing. And you got to figure out how I'm going to take out the backhoe.
Well,
How am I going to take out the backhoe, and
you-
how am I
you-
going to get myself in trouble?
Do you really have the latest info, or do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you know the
So
same
don't-
thing that I know.
Shh. Can't spoil it. Can't spoil it. So, community calendars provided by NBNN.info. It is a aggregate of other public Google calendars that are related to Shroud of the Avatar. And so, if you want your your public Google calendar for your events added to this calendar, please contact Laz, and he'll get that done as soon as possible. And as long as he doesn't do what he did to Radio Free Britannia, you'll be good.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Today is Thursday. Thirsty Thursday or Thursday. All depending on where you're from. Or it's Thursday if you're from Laz's neck of the woods.
If you're from South Park, it's Thursday.
Thursday?
Yes, Thursday.
Yes. Don't forget, if you are interested in attending SodaCon in October, there's still 3 VIP tickets available, which includes a personalized tour of the Portalarium studio, led by none other than Lord British.
Lord British himself.
Yes.
And it's quite the experience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got some great stories. If you know that you're not going to be able to make it to SodaCon and you would like the custom cloak for that attendees receive, that in-game rare, you can always make a donation at sodaconaustin.org for that cloak, and those will be available until those supplies are exhausted. Early bird tickets are still ongoing until July 1st.
April 1st.
April 1st. Sorry, April Fool's Day.
April Fools, not July.
Yeah, you act like I click on the things to expand them before I read.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who does that.
Not me. So today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and 12, around the clock, there are 2 idiots by the name of Laz and Jack that don't know what the hell they're doing on a daily basis, and they do it Monday through Friday
5 days
on a show called Lunch with Laz and
We
Jack.
just make this up as we go along. We have no idea what we're doing.
And that's going to be on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.rocks.
Yes. At 4 o'clock on Avatar's Radio today, Golden Wing is going country.
Gone country.
If you are interested in some PvE, you can always join the Phoenix Republic with Malhari or Kazan Phoenix Fire for PvE nights where they go explore certain areas and kill things. Yay! At 7 p.m., you need to tune in your ether amplifiers for 70s at 7.
Wow, man.
And where's that beep, beep, beep sound for the truck? Backing up, because it's coming. At 8 o'clock, we do have some breaking news. This Justin is not going to be available. That's right. She's got, I can't do this one. She's had some technical difficulties. She caught something from Laz, and those are the technical difficulties. And she is not going to be available for Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2 tonight.
I had nothing to do with it.
She should have used the protections. That way she didn't catch the technical difficulties.
You didn't use a backhoe to dig that. You dropped a frickin' A-bomb. That hole so deep. There ain't no filling that one.
It was about to be a lot worse than that, too. At 9 p.m., if you are interested in some PvP...
You know she's going to find a way to go on the air tonight.
You can go contact Pestilence out in the town of Finchfield for Gladiator Wars. The registration's between 9 and 9:50 p.m. And then the battles themselves begin promptly at 10. At 10 o'clock
p.m.
on Avatar's Radio. Ember Flames taking over the airwaves for Temper Tantrum T-Days. And the last event of the evening is occurring on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Record Room.
RFB. That's right.
WRFB.
Check out the Record Room with oldies from 1946 to 74. You never know what you're going to hear. And,
Yes.
of course, it's always a learning experience. Except for when that depressing
So
show
I even
comes
tried
on
to
at
preface
once.
that one with the beep, beep, beep sound. But that is our community calendar for this Thursday, February 16th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
And so was that one relatively tame considering what I was about to say?
Yeah, well, I don't know what you were about to say. That's for sure.
I'll type it out
I don't
for you.
want to know, but that jab in there about me, that's all right. But I don't think she's gonna appreciate it. We'll find out. I think that girl's gonna find a way to go ahead and get that show out there just to bust your chops. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, one of these days she really is going to actually kill me whenever she sees me. I'll probably laugh the entire time, but I think that this is like my revenge for the credit card incident.
I tell you what, is I'd be very careful at that next upcoming telethon. That's all I'm going to tell you, because she's going to be in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who wrote Jack Sinis's last will and testament? I don't know. It probably wasn't Jack, because his life was short-lived.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Alrighty. Uh-oh. What's that?
I'm waiting for the message from Justin saying that wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
But she doesn't know what I was going to say before I stopped myself. Although I did message it to you.
Yes, I just read that. That's you yeah. Never mind.
Never mind. I made it a little bit nicer.
Very wise man you are.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. Very wise man. But meanwhile, we gotta move it on here. NBNN is a proud sponsor of SodaCon Austin 2017. If you need any information, go to sodaconaustin.org, or you can hit me up and I can direct you into the right areas to where you need to go to find out more. Of course, don't forget SodaCon's got all sorts of great stuff coming available to you. And damn, I hit the wrong button there. Hate when that happens.
Are you still trying to figure out how to get the sponsors up?
I started rolling the sponsors before I was supposed to.
Okay, well, let me know when you're ready to start the sponsors so that way I can start them properly.
I got to reset them again now. You know how that is. I do this every day. I miss my old OBS, damn it. I just clicked start and it started. Anyway, let's see if this works. Probably not. There it is. WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Tune in to Lunch with Laz and Jack throughout the day to catch their repeats. Yeah, I'm just lost on that one today. WRFB, providing yeah, never mind. I'm shooting WRFB today. I'm done with it. Grammy Traders Auction House, our latest sponsor, GrimeyTraders.com. If you want to get an auction started, go out to Grimy Traders. Free to sign up, free to list, free to sell. It's a buyer's premium at GrimeyTraders.com for all your auction needs. Official sponsors of NBNN, the Arkansashire and Markham Farms, for your wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and more. Located in Dawn's Keep, just south of Central Brittany. Also on the Shroud Marketplace for all your convenient shopping needs. Our good friends over at our home guild, the Britannian Mining Company, want you to come check out Market Road over in Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region right next to the Exeter Mines for your mining and crafting convenience. Check them out. Our friend over at SodaMap.com, Jacob White, strikes again with Soda Navigator. Soda Navigator now has underground maps, dungeon maps, over 500 maps available from Shrouded Avatar scenes. As well, you can now log in and sign up and start marking where all your little unique drops are on your own personal map. So check out Soda Map and Soda Navigator, sodamap.com. Our friend Ben over at relicsbyrild.com. Relics by Rild for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Everything from t-shirts to hats to patches to bumper stickers, glassware, and more. You want to save some money? There you go. That nice blue Shrouded Avatar shirt.
And speaking of Rild, by the way, anybody that won any Rild prizes, please email Ben with your information. He's starting to ship out the telethon prizes.
Very good. Very good. And if you want to save some money on all that licensed Shrouded Avatar swag, use the promo code NBNN when you check out, and you'll save 10% off your purchases at relicsbyrild.com. And last but not least, the Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, tell the good boys and girls about the marketplace and all the great stuff they can find out there, if you would, please.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Don't forget, if you donated $100 or more to the Airy Fund or Doug's GoFundMe, then you will be invited to an extra special auction that's going to be kicking off next week on shroudmarketplace.com. And that's going to be all of Doug's holdings. Thex has been breaking that up into different packages to try to mix and match things, so that way everything can be divested and people can start bidding on those. So what can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace? Anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related. Right. Each vendor is their own player. They're responsible for listing things. They're responsible for providing those items. Shroud Marketplace just enables people to list their items. And if you are interested in listing your items on Shroud Marketplace, you can always register for an account and then click on vendor registration. And then you can start listing your items or services, anything. And that includes things like artifacts, accounts, auctions, clothing, coins, game gold, services. Just like our favorite services around here, cheesy sign writing. If you're looking for someone to do writing on your lot in blocks of cheese.
That's right.
For all of those cheesy signs that you need, you can always contact Wolfdom Shop for that service, or Soda Design Services for decoration services. Scrota's music service thing where $5 gets you
everything you want.
Or Weddings and More by Laz.
That's right. Weddings and More by Laz. Not just weddings, but if you're looking to get hitched in game and you want to get a beachfront wedding, you want an underground wedding, you want a forest wedding, you want a sunset wedding, you want a moonlight wedding, you want a bloodletting wedding, let us know. We can handle your needs and accommodations as well. We have sales, rentals, and more. Weddings and More by Laz.
And don't forget to visit the newest vendors, Murda's Merchant, who is selling the Royal Edelberry, which provides the seed for the Royal Die. Or Cynic's. Yeah. Cynic's Legio Gaming, where they've still got 100 gold ingots, or the Rusted Iron Greenhouse, which is a crafted in-game item. So crafted items can be listed on Shroud Marketplace as well. Anything game related. And that means it is time for us to actually thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys.
You guys.
Thank you for watching.
Now,
thank you for watching that on
Twitch. Do we know how many actual marketplace vendors there are now? Has anybody taken a count recently?
It's over 40.
Is it over 40 vendors out there right now?
Players have decided to list their items on Shroud Marketplace.
Okay, that's great news. So, 40 different vendors selling their wares out there on the Shroud Marketplace. I love this shit. Anyway, sorry, I hate to interrupt thanking all the
it's all good.
people
It's all
out
good.
there, but I just had a burning curiosity as to how many members are out there selling their goods, and that's a really good sign for the economy. So,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because it's one where it's like you can turn your hard game work into a little bit of extra cash.
little side money. Take out the girlfriend, or go get yourself a 6-pack, or jar of Vaseline, whatever it is you need.
Some tissues. Whatever. It all works out in the end.
It's all good.
That's right.
But yes.
Don't forget, we have to really thank you guys for watching on Twitch, YouTube, hanging out in Discord with us, or listening on Radio Free Britannia.
And
we couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys and gals. Thank you.
Thank you guys. We love you all. Some of you more than others, and it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it.
Laz broke it.
I did not do it. That's right. But yes, thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Don't forget, if you want to throw a little support our way, you can go to patreon.com/NBNN and drop a little coinage there, or you can donate live on stream. We have plenty of ways to help keep us going out there. And we do now have Patreon rewards, as well as we've got access to podcasts. We've got Discord rewards. We've got physical rewards. All sorts of good stuff coming out for being a patron of NBNN News. So, go on out, throw a coin our way, give us a little help. Every dollar counts. Just a little bit every month helps keep us going. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and get out of here for today. Tomorrow we'll be back Friday with the weekend wrap-up, or roundup as I should say, and we'll give you all the information of all the events that are happening throughout the weekend here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Meanwhile, we're going to get out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on the lot. And we'll see you all tomorrow, folks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. I love this show.
Poop.
What are you going to do to Holly besides squeeze her cheese? Even though it makes her sneeze and wheeze. Are you gonna give her some curds and whey?